Short, sweet, and right in the feels. If I sound a little different today, I promise you it's not because I've been crying or anything. I'm genuinely just coming down with something. So stay back, it could be contagious. For this one, guys, I think it's best we waste no time and get straight into it. So for those of you who don't know already, I'm Raitosix. And this is episode of BLUELOCK, chapter 302. It's fine. In an apartment complex somewhere, we hear the beeping of an alarm clock. As we see a half asleep Nagi smashing the top of it to deactivate it. Nagi gingerly lifts his head off the pillow, still a little bit dazed, and says hello to his pet cactus, Scissors. Wait, has it always been called that? Anyways, so as not to get off track, Nagi decides to pet Scissors and Scissors bites him awake. He then glances over to his Kakuo High school uniform as we transition to school. Hey, it's Nagi. Nagi's here. Holy crap. We see a bunch of Nagi schoolmates fanning out after watching him ball out in the first match on BLUELOCK TV. They must not have seen the rest of the matches cause man, he absolutely stunk it out. Just saying. Anyways, his classmate get to glazing him, talking about, "You were awesome, dude. We saw you on BLTV." Another one said, "Awesome job. Those goals were crazy." That's how you know bro's permanently on Twitter and doesn't watch the matches. Cause if he did, then he'd know that Nagi scored a grand total of 1 goal in the NEL. So I'm not sure about the goals he's referring to. In fact, his goal should be to actually do some research before opening his wide mouth. Then there's this girl, talking about, "Where's Rayo?" Girl, back up a little bit. Nagi wants to sit down, and if you were paying attention, you'd know Rayo's on his way to the World Cup. Man, seriously, these guys are just a bunch of clout chasers, and Nagi couldn't care less about them. "So you gonna go pro?" one boy asked. "Your offer's still good, right?" another says. And then there's this gold digging groupie over here, who just keeps spamming, "Where's Rayo? Where's Rayo?" Honestly, if she was that big of a fan, she would already know, but she's not really that interested in him. Trust me guys, I can tell. Nagi, still trying to run the whole nonchalant gimmick, dismisses them all saying, "It doesn't matter anymore. It's over." "But your pro offer," the black hair kid says before getting cut off by Nagi. "I've had enough. I'm done with football. I'm done with football. I'm done with football." Guys, it really could be over for Nagi here. Looks like Isagi's words in the end were not enough. I really want to know you guys' perspective on this. Do you guys really think Nagi will never kick a ball again? Leave your comments below, and also run up the likes on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more BLUELOCK content. Now back to the story. We see the teacher speaking, saying, "You're 3rd years now, so you need to think seriously about the future." During which time, Nagi's sleeping at his desk by the window, like your typical anime protag. He wakes up hungry and just casually pulls out some sort of bread and starts munching on it in the middle of class. The teacher comes over and confiscates it off him, stating it's not lunch yet. And Nagi rightfully rebuttals that it's his breakfast, not lunch, so no foul technically. Also, is it just me or is Nagi still wearing his translators in his ears? Maybe I'm just bugging. In the next scene, we see Nagi playing Warzone on the water tower where Naruto and Sasuke had that fight that one time. And he gets killed. In the game. He gets killed in the game. Oh, that's it. This breeze feels so good. He thinks to himself as he starts to reflect. Nothing to do. Nothing's a pain. Easy peasy. As he goes down the flight of stairs and then takes a look back, reminiscing on the day he first bumped into Rayo and trapped his phone. That's why it's fine now. It has nothing to do with me anymore. Cycling home, Nagi thinks back to those lazy days where Rayo used to chauffeur him everywhere. He spots some girls geeking out over something. So cool. Nagi glances over and is greeted by a colossal billboard showing Rin, Isagi and Shido balling out with the caption underneath saying, "To the Blue Summit, BLUELOCK Japan, U20 World Cup." Bro, I can only imagine how I'd feel seeing that, knowing I messed about and found out. Yeah, Nagi simply stares at Isagi's face in the poster and shows no emotion. He cold. Back to school. We see Nagi sat at his desk in the designated anime pro tag seating position, thinking about how much of a fraud he is and how he really thought he was that guy. I'm joking, guys. Bro's clearly going through it though, with the only thing he's able to do being reassuring himself that it's fine. It's fine. Till he's alone in a classroom and looking out the window, he sees some guys playing football, talking about pass it over here. Passing? No wonder they didn't get selected for BLUELOCK. What type of mentality is that? Nagi, seeing this and seeing how much fun these bums are having, just kept reassuring himself. It's fine. Till it finally snapped and his true feelings were revealed. That's what I thought. But why am I so miserable? As we see tears start forming in Nagi's eyes for the first damn time. Why couldn't I have tried harder? That fire, that excitement, those moments. The memories start flooding in. His goal celebration in the U20 match, winning the match celebrating with Isagi, scoring with the 5-stage revolver. Those moments will probably never happen again. It was all so new to me that I didn't realize. The faces of Isagi, Raito, Rin and Barou flash into Nagi's mind as he finally admits, it's not fine. It's too late. I can't go back. Then we finally get hit with this glorious double spread. BLUELOCK was so much fun. The sun starts to set and the golden light starts pouring through the huge classroom windows, illuminating one side of Nagi's body as he starts bawling his eyes out, finally allowing himself to feel some emotions. Man, this really got to me. I can only imagine how hard it must be for him to get left behind like that, whilst your friends progress onto better things. I'll never forget it, as long as I live. And we're treated to this great panel of Nagi crying at his desk, surrounded by friends and rivals he made along the way. Nagi found the One Piece and just let it go because he wanted to be all nonchalant all the time. But he finally came to the realization of what he truly wants. I want to go back. I didn't know anything. I was just fine chasing after everyone and getting fired up. Nagi thinks back to his days at BLUELOCK with Raito and Isagi. I want to go back to how it used to be, but I can't. Wow, this face is something I thought we'd never get. It's really sank into me that Nagi is no longer in BLUELOCK. It's crazy because Nagi said that he could easily imagine taking the shot in the crucial moment, and yet he did the exact opposite, and that's what ultimately killed him. Nagi's first harsh lesson in football could be his last. But as we see in the end here, Nagi really wants to go back. I don't think it will be possible for him to return to BLUELOCK. At least, I don't want it to be possible. Already I wasn't a fan of Kunigami's return, and I think another return will just cheapen it. This was a great ending for Nagi, and really serves to drive the stakes of the story and the effects it has on these boys. And I think one really underrated theme of BLUELOCK that doesn't get talked about much is simply how fun the sport of football is. We've seen Nagi say it, we've seen Kaiser say it, we've seen Hiyori say it, and we know Isagi loves it. And being someone that still plays Sunday League and 8-a-side matches on a weekly basis, I personally love football. It's so much fun to me, both the team aspect and the individual aspect. And if that was ever taken away from me, I think it would hurt even more than if a girl broke up with me, honestly. In the end, Nagi said he really wants to go back but can't. And I think there may be two meanings to this. The obvious one is that he wants to go back to BLUELOCK, and obviously that's not possible. But I think he's also saying he wants to go back to the lazy, nonchalant, effortless life he had before. But now that he's experienced that fire, that excitement of playing ball, he can't go back to being that guy. He misses the game, and for that reason, I believe Nagi will be back. Not at BLUELOCK, but back to playing football. He'll take his offer and ball out to the point where he can't be ignored. We may see Nagi playing in the Premier League, playing in the Champions League, and then once the U20 World Cup stuff is done, we'll see Nagi in a senior Japan team. Yeah, Nagi will be selected to play for Japan, and that's when he'll meet back up with the likes of Isagi, Barou, Rin, and Sai. Trust me guys, clip this now. And if I'm wrong, unclip this now. Anyways, I'd like to know your thoughts on this, guys. Has Nagi really quit football, or is the game in his blood now? And if you haven't already, like this video. Let's get this channel out there, and make sure you're subscribed. It would really mean a lot to me. I look forward to speaking to you guys again. But till then, everyone, please take care and God bless.